Good morning, ladies and germs. This video is going to be a little bit of, a little all over the place. I've been doing a bit of stuff the last couple weeks, mostly working on Chase's Type R, which is basically done. We're just waiting on, unfortunately, a replacement dash harness because one of the wires turns out to be damaged, so we're not getting power to the canvas unit, which is not allowing the car to start. But right now, I am actually at the house, as you can see. We are waiting for Alex to come scoop me up because I foolishly worked a little too long yesterday. Got a little too impatient because I was tired and was working on the bandsaw and got my thumb pretty good, so I don't want to get demonetized, but I cut through a good chunk of my thumb on the top and had to go to urgent care last night. So I left my car at the shop because thankfully Chase was at the shop when that happened. He had just shown up and I was working on cutting a piece for Efren's car, which we'll show you once we get down to the shop. And yeah, I was just using bandsaw vertically, got a little impatient, cut a little too quick, putting too much pressure. I can only imagine on one side once it cut through the thing I was cutting, very small piece, it pushed my thumb right into the saw, and I had thick leather gloves on, and it just ate right through that leather. So that sucked. Down $200 now, and spent half the night waiting at urgent care. So bummer, and I'm pissed at myself. Trust me. So first work-related injury I think I've had ever since doing my own thing, but I don't even think when I was at Hasport I never got injured there, so I think I'm doing pretty good for myself. Long streak, unfortunately broken, but it is what it is. So we did go drifting this past week, and I thought about vlogging while we were out at the drift event, but it was very, very hot, and I don't have a long lens on this camera. This is the only lens I have on this camera because these Sony lenses are so stinking expensive. So Zosh, if you got any long lenses you want to donate cheaply, hit me up, my boy. But the drift event went really well. We actually got a little too confident and started doing some wall taps. Now, you can see I also got the other wheels, like my drift spares on the rear right now, instead of my normal 17s, these BBSs. Oh, there's Alex. Unfortunately, one of the laps I went on, it delaminated the full inside edge of the tire. So I got to buy some new tires now. But, oof, that was a good noise. But yeah, the issue I ran into, not that wall tapping is the issue, because I'm so stoked and so stinking proud that I can do that. And look at that, got some fancy battle scars now. Broke the bumper, but the thing that I'm bummed about with the wall taps is I didn't realize these quarter panels are so soft. So it actually started buckling my quarter panel here. I don't know how well you can see that in the camera, but this dent is not a body line, and this whole section here is now dented. You can see it's got like some dips and stuff to it. This side is still straight as it should be, and you can see the trunk is lifted up here. We got like a full finger gap here, and then we got dollar bill fitment down here, and this side is pushed down. So this whole side of the quarter panel has now been pushed up.
Wall tap things.
So yeah, car fixable. I'm just gonna go in there, use the thing that I bought to spread Chase's roll cage apart, like the porta power or whatever you call it, and I'll just I'll try and push the trunk down, or the quarter panel, and just kind of keep doing that until I can't no more. And then long-term goal is to chop the rear half of the car and then square tube it like FD does, like you cut the frame rails, square tube it, and then build a 3-piece bash bar. And there's a company called Big Duck Club, and they actually sell replacement fiberglass quarter panels. So that'll be super nice, because then in the future, when I just start wall tapping like every wall, then I can just replace the little corner of the bash bar that I make and replace the quarter panels every time, and I won't have to worry about everything getting crumpled. But here's the GoPro footage of what I do have, and we'll see you at the shop. Alright, here we go. Dummy hot out here. First lap of the night. Let's see what happens. Now the question is, skid pad or West Track? Kind of feeling skid pad just to see how these tires feel. Let's hit a lap on here. really fun. I really want to use this as a time to get used to getting close to the wall. That's so fun, dude. This track is pretty bumpy though, like it's really pulling the front of the car around because, I mean, I didn't bolt check this thing, but I only have one event on main track last time, so front end feels fine, I think. Glad I found Austin right away.
Right?
More grit than me. He was able to go so much wider.
Yeah.
That was very adrenaline inducing. But now I kind of know what to expect from his car, so. That was a lot better.
I think these tires are done.
Already?
Yeah, I'm gonna go change.
Okay. That was fucking sick. to kick it to the wall closer, so I gotta like swing it out.
You were going.
I think I did pretty good.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. All right, first tandem with a random. Actually, this dude's named Julian. I just met him. Not bad. He went faster than I thought he would. Tapped it. Fuck yeah. Well, we're here at the shop now. Now I can finish up Efren's car. I left my car here because I didn't know just how bad this was going to be, and I've played it more safe than sorry. So actually also why I'm driving this car is the night we got back from drifting, the radiator decided to poop on the truck. So I got a radiator on order. Unfortunately, I was another 150 bucks that I'm out now. But it's at least getting fixed. So let's go ahead and finish this. What I did on here is we did we got low mileage AP1 shocks put on with some Swift springs in the front. And then in the rear, went ahead and did these Megan Racing rear tow arms, which I have the Evasive Motorsports ones. They're great. They just, anti-bump steer arms is what they're called in these cars, because they space it away differently so that it corrects the geometry, but also you get the toe adjustment as an added perk. And then AP1 shocks with Swift springs in the rear as well. Wheel bearings on both sides with hubs on both sides, because that wheel bearing was absolutely destroyed. And then with these rear toe arms on these S2000s, it's a pretty big issue that the toe arms and the caster arms tend to seize. So you can see on this guy, I had actually cut it out because you can see there's almost no seam line, because it just gets welded to it basically over time. So I'm gonna go ahead. The last thing that I was working on before I actually, you know, cut my thumb up was I was making these brackets to attach, because his bumper is pretty floppy like that. Nobody likes that, and I was like, all right, well, I'm already here, car's up in the air, you want me to make these really quick? He was like, yeah, sure. So I got the tabs made up there, bolted in, just used some Rivnuts, and then I was working on making this piece. And yeah, the issue that I ran into is the Rivnuts got warped or damaged the threads when I welded, and same on the other piece. So the bolt got stuck in there, so I was cutting the bolt out, and when the bolt cut through, it took my thumb into the blade there. So unfortunately, a little scared to use this thing today, but whatever, it's all right. We're gonna get this thing taken care of, get it finished up. All right, I got the bumper bracket done. You can see here, got another one on the other side, much more rigid, like doesn't move around at all. So I'm good to go ahead and put the wheels on once he's done with this car here. And this one has tires going on with new wheels, and the wheels, 2 of them actually have cracks. So now I'm gonna do some weld repairs on those guys right there. I was hoping the guy would decline the repairs so I could buy them off of him and repair them for drift spares, because they are my spec for the BMW, but unfortunately he wants to run them. So let's repair those. Got all 3 wheels prepped up, just preheating, gonna weld. We'll be good. Well, just like that, Ephraim picked up the car. Those wheel repairs all just got done. I just got home, and I'm just gonna wrap this video up. It was a pretty productive day. Got some stuff done at the shop, made some money. You know, we got the drift clips shown, and had a good time out drifting. And if you guys are, again, local and you ever want to come catch a ride along, come to any of the drift events. I go to just about every one that I can pretty much afford to go to. And yeah, just bring a helmet. You just gotta get a wristband. It's like 10 bucks, and come find me in the paddock. We'll take you out for a ride. So anyways, guys, thanks for spending some time of your day here with me. Merch is on the website, velocityracefab.com. And yeah, just hit that subscribe button if you're new. Drop a like and leave a comment. And anyways, guys, do what you love. Forget about the rest. We'll see you in the next one. Peace out.